Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
First carry, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
He'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And who's got it? The Giants.
Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
You the rod master now?
Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Leopard!
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Forced out to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game...
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he rifles one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And it's a fumble. And who's got it? The Giants.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10.
Out left to Shaheen. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Raiders. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Lauletta after the interception. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Coming off play action, Lauletta. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone.
Lauletta looking for a 1st down throw. Now he'll escape to his left. And I think the ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And they'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, it put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. This quarterback now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Raiders have got him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. It's Lauletta off play action. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Lucky 56. Set. Green.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up a throw. Looking deep downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
This is Hines. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Garion Conley. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Young. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
Gun!
They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Leopard! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the
you